Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Friday Gear Show. Now we're not in our usual studio because we've moved office and the studio is being built. Not a bad backdrop though. On today's show I'm going to talk about my two favourite climbing shoes from this summer. Now this is in no way a balanced review. I think these are great and no one's going to tell me otherwise. Also, they look pretty battered. That's because I've been using them loads. So without further ado, here is my favourite shoes of the summer. So first up is the 510 Blanco, my sport climbing shoe of choice. Now this thing is an edging machine, super stiff and a stiff sole. It's got a thermoplastic midsole which keeps everything very precise and in control and stops it deforming over time. There's a breathable perforated tongue thing, but basically just means it's super comfortable. Welded eye stays to keep everything streamlined, and my favourite rubber-ish, the Stealth C4 rubber. So, why do I love it? So when I first started climbing, I used stiff shoes, and then as I progressed, I sort of thought you needed a softer slipper style design to climb harder. I put these on and I realised that I was wrong. I love stiff shoes, and these are just the best edging things I've ever put on my feet. You can get a huge amount of control and precision and power from your foot to the rock. It's actually a bit weird when you're standing on small footholds in these. It can be a bit sort of disorientating because you think you're standing on something massive, you look down, it's a tiny little nubbin thing. For me, I think Stealth rubber is a fantastic rubber. It's super sticky. This isn't the best smearing shoe, but when you do smear on them, it just seems to like glue yourself to the rock. The shoe does have its limitations. For me, it's my sport climbing shoe, and I really like climbing on limestone edges and occasionally granite with those little kind of crystals and pockets. It's not the best bouldering shoe in the world. It hasn't got a downturn design, so that means it's better for sort of steeper climbs rather than overhanging climbs. And I wouldn't use it for bouldering. It's just not sort of supple enough for bouldering duties. But as a sport climbing shoe, as an edging shoe, this thing is just ridiculous. And it feels incredible when I put it on my foot, really comfortable. And I've done some longer multi-pitch climbs in as well. It's felt great, very supportive on your foot. So this is a UK 8. I'm a street size sort of 8.5, so fly, 8.5, 9. My toes are cramped in it, but I kind of wanted that because I wanted that precision with this shoe. If you're looking for a more comfortable shoe, I'd consider going for your street size. So these new Blancos are a revamp of the old Blancos. You know, the shoe that Steve McClure used for all his hard climbs kind of like 10-ish, I think, years ago. But don't think that this is an unsophisticated shoe. Everything in it is working to put maximum power from your foot to those tiny little edges. So nice one, 510. Also, it being white makes me feel really pimp when I put them on. Maybe just me. Next up is a bouldering shoe, the Scarpa VSR. So these are the bouldering shoe update on the Scarpa VSSs. A few features. They're designed to be very soft and supple so you can feel all those little intricacies of the rock. It's a slipper style design, but with a single Velcro strap over the top, which does actually make a big difference in securing your foot. Vibram XS Grip 2 rubber on the bottom, so great for smearing and soft sensitiveness. There's a big soft toe patch on the end, so really good for competition style boulders or just out in the boulders when you need a toe hook. Nice breathable tongue, all the usual kind of features you'd expect from Scarpa. So why is this my favourite bouldering shoe? So generally I've been pretty impressed with Scarpa as a brand for a while now. They seem to have sort of stepped up their game in terms of shoe design, and they're getting more and more sophisticated, more and more comfortable and just better. Also there's some pretty exciting designs coming out of Scarpa for the next year. With the Instinct, it's interesting because I thought it would be incredibly soft, incredibly sensitive, but out of the box they're actually quite stiff and it took a while to break them in. So remember that if you're buying them. The softness and the precision is incredible. It feels like an extra pair of hands, and you can sort of use them in a very 3D way, so pressing and pushing into holes from different angles. Because of the downturn shape and that split midsole section, they're very good for overhangs, kind of heel hooks, weird sort of upside down moves. These are incredible for that. The toe patch on the end is great, very sticky, does the job perfectly, and I like the size of it as well. Sometimes toe patches are too small and it just means that you scrape part of the shoe. These are so big you sort of can't really miss your toe hook, so that's a big plus for me. I think I've actually used these indoor climbing more than I have outdoor climbing, and it's stood up to that kind of abuse pretty well. As you can see, looking a little battered, but no rubber gone through, no holes, nothing like that. So far, durability is excellent. These are a UK 8. As I said earlier, I'm a UK 8.5, sort of 9. So a UK 8 fits me tight, toes crimped, but not ridiculously so. It isn't agony all the time when I put them on. This is going to sound weird, right? But they have a sort of chunky feel where they're on your foot, and that's not in a negative way. It just feels sort of confidence inspiring. You put these on, it feels like a weapon, like you're ready to go. I also like the blue colour. Again, maybe just me. So there you go, just a little bit of a lowdown on 2 of the shoes that I've used extensively over the summer, and I would genuinely recommend these with all my heart. They're great shoes. I'll put links in the copy below if you want to check them out further. Now in my cupboard at the moment to test, I've got a pair of the new Mad Rock drones and the new 510 Quantum VSRs. So I'll let you know what I think of them when I've used them a bit more. So there you go, the end of the gear show for this week. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel so you can get climbing daily updates. 5 days a week. I mean, weekends are holiday time, right? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.